On this episode of China Uncensored, Parks and Recreation. Hi, welcome to China Uncensored. I'm your park ranger, Chris Chappell. This is another in a new segment I call Stories from the Mainland. You guys have shared with me some incredible stories about your experiences living or visiting China, and so I share them with everyone else. So this story came to me from a guy who's been living in Beijing since 2010. Right from the beginning, he noticed there was a little bit of tension between locals and officials. These are some images of a nail house that's been there since he moved in. A nail house is what they call a house whose owners refuse to sell their homes to developers, and it kind of sticks up out of a construction site like a nail, waiting to be hammered down. If you want more information on what a nail house is, check out my other episode. This is why they don't allow guns in China. Okay, now, everyone hates parks, right? All the trees and grass and children playing. And besides, this is Beijing. You really shouldn't be breathing the air. So, keeping the best interests of the people in mind, a little over 2 weeks ago, the local government hired a construction company that just happens to coincidentally be owned by the local government to tear out one of these pesky parks. And of course, they wanted it to be a surprise, so they didn't tell anyone. But people started being really unreasonable when, without warning, they saw bulldozers uprooting half the trees in their park. I can't figure out why. I mean, they're getting rid of a seedy, polluted park to make room for a friendly neighborhood sewage plant. Why would they be upset about that? Why? So this guy told me locals swarmed the community police station demanding the construction stop, and they fixed the park. Now, often enough, protests in China are met with a brutal crackdown, but in this case, the local government must have thought a bird in the hand is worth two floating in raw sewage and promised to actually stop construction. In fact, the next day, everyone was greeted by this sign outside the park that said, "We are greenifying the park, raising the scenicness and vibrant ecology," by replanting the same trees they ripped out. So everyone was super excited for all of a minute until someone noticed that the website for that state-run construction company that was going to tear down the park still said they were going to tear down the park the next day. Why would they be so insistent on putting that sewage plant there? I wonder if it has anything to do with all the mansions they're trying to build nearby along the Qinghe or Clear River that's just so terribly polluted and smelly. Maybe, since they're trying to convince some rich people to move into the area, they've decided to clean up a bit at the expense of the people who already live there. I mean, that's why they demolished all those low-income homes along the river to make room for those mansions in the first place, right? But it seems like, in the end, once again, China's rich and elite will have to miss out. The park was not torn down, and apparently, at least sometimes protesters in China can actually get what they want. Well, that wraps up another episode of Stories from the Mainland. What do you guys think? Keep sending me stories. Be sure to subscribe, follow me on Twitter, and like China Uncensored on Facebook. You can find the links below, and comment, and I'll get back to you. And please, share with your friends. That's how this show will grow. Thanks for watching. I'm Chris Chappell. See you next time.